They made Ferraris have a lot more capability as handling and braking wise. And as you can see, the next time I'll be driving a Lamborghini Murcielago, in fact. All right, let's get on with it. Now notice the speed limit. Yeah, we're gonna be well above that. Can I keep being so slow? 50 miles per hour. All right, once we start off with this, we're gonna be at least at 60 in about 2 seconds. And this is also a good way to really test a car to see if it fits your play style and and all that other good stuff. And I guess you would want a car that'll slide, but not all that much. Now, the reason why I chose the F40 is because, one, it only has 5 gears, and its red line is at least 7,800 RPM or 7,800 RPM, and this thing is just so good with acceleration and turning. The only problem I have with the turning is that it's not that instant. But the brakes are just amazing. Like I can slow down from 200 to 0 is like 3 seconds. It's insane. Like, these brakes are, you don't find these in the average car or supercar. But the fact that you can find brakes like these in a 19 what? I think it's a 1980s in a 1980s supercar. That means that we have some technology and innovation we need to do with these brakes now. Alright, I'm gonna put this thing to the test this time. Oh, and also this thing whips corners around quick, so you know it's good. Let's see, where to go next. Let me just take a quick look. Oh, it's supposed to go down that way. And also, this thing gets gripped pretty easy. Now, the reason why I'm showcasing the LM first is because, well, to me, it's one of my favorite 80s circuit cars in real life. Like, this thing can go around the track, around the Nürburgring, in, I'm gonna say, the least of like 8 minutes, because, well, it's old. But it should do pretty good around the Nürburgring, especially if it's a doggone Ferrari. Oh, and when I said this thing has a lot of torque, this thing has a lot of torque, thanks to its 5 gears in forward or drive. And if you guys saw my recent video, I exposed my friend with these incredible brakes. It was hilarious. Sorry, buddy, if you're listening to this. I'm going first person for a little bit. Let me just take a look at the inside. And of course you don't have any air conditioning because, well, I don't think they had air conditioning back then. And the seats were pretty much just basically like basic like Gran Turismo seats. Not really, but something like that. And in case you guys didn't know, the F40 is basically all carbon fiber. And what Ferrari did was basically just put red, not really red paint, but they stuck red something to it. I forgot what it was called. I forgot, I'm telling you. But the F40 is completely carbon fiber, and in real life, if you actually look into the paint, it'll actually have the carbon fiber carvings in it. Bruh. Now this is where it starts to get a little tricky. This is where the brakes and handling start to come in. Woo. Okay, let's do this. Oh God. Hold up, I gotta stop. Okay, my eyes just had a seizure for a second. Okay, so that happens when the time doesn't really correspond to the daylight and nighttime. So when that happens, it updates itself with the environment, daytime and nighttime and all that. But I don't really care about all that right now. Let's continue. I hate it when that happens. Oh. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna really put this thing to the test. The track that I'm going to is the Mazda something. Let me see. The Mazda Motor Luna Seca. Where do you start? I think you start like right here. Yeah. And this thing does a pretty good lap time around this one track. Alright. Actually, let me see if I can do it in the FD challenge. Alright. I'm gonna play the track that I just did. Alright. Here it is. The lap time this thing can do.
All points, your target is no longer our most wanted at this time.
His brakes are so strong that sometimes I kind of flinch a little. Okay, this part is very tricky. Oh God! Yeah, that means don't go around that part too fast, or that will happen. Yeah, I have to do that again. Because 1 minute and 8 seconds is not the best time this thing does. And once I get this lap time, I will show you guys the I will actually tell you guys more about this car. Oh God. Perfect. Okay, this thing does 57.3 around this track. Now, this thing is, and you know this thing is good if this thing could do a lap around this whole track in under 1 minute. It had what? It had 2.7 seconds to spare. So this is my favorite circuit car. My first is the Murcielago, then this F40, then it's the McLaren 12C. And I will do a showcase on the 12C as well as the Murcielago. I'm not doing the Huracan because the Huracan is not that impressive to me. It's basically a modified freaking Gallardo. Let me change to daytime because I hate it every time it's nighttime. So there it is. The F40 is pretty much one of the best classic supercars in the 1980s, and I don't know why they put this spoiler on the back, but it looks good with the spoiler in it, and it would look really weird without that spoiler on the back. And you guys may ask me why I customized it like this. I don't know why, because I didn't really have anything else to do. And there it is, Ferrari. Just the badge right there. Alright, that is the F40. I will see you guys in the next video. And it will be the Murcielago, Lamborghini Murcielago. See you guys later. Ta-ta.